Picture this, a car that's been turning heads for over 6 decades, setting drag strips on fire, and making hearts race with just the sound of its exhaust. That's the Mustang legacy. And today, you're about to witness something you didn't expect. The most iconic generations ranked from modern muscle to timeless legend. We're diving deep into raw horsepower, unforgettable stories, jaw-dropping designs, and the pure emotion that makes these American icons worth every penny. Whether you're here for the screaming V8s, the racing pedigree, or just to see which generation truly deserves the crown, buckle up because this ranking is going to surprise you. Before we unleash these beasts, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling us which Mustang generation you think is the most legendary. Now, let's get into it. 5th place, 2018, Mustang GT, 6th generation, the modern marvel. Starting our countdown at number 5 is the 2018 Mustang GT, and don't let its modern positioning fool you. This is 466 horsepower of pure technological terror. Under that sculpted hood sits the 3rd generation Coyote 5.0-liter V8, a naturally aspirated masterpiece that screams to 7,000 RPM while delivering 569 Newton-meters of torque. This isn't your grandfather's Mustang. It's got direct and port fuel injection, variable valve timing, and an aluminum block that makes it lighter and meaner than anything before it. But here's where it gets interesting. Ford paired this beast with a 10-speed automatic transmission co-developed with General Motors, giving it lightning-fast shifts and a 0 to 100 km/h time of just 4.3 seconds. Add independent rear suspension, something Mustang fans waited decades for, and you've got a car that can actually handle corners like a European sports car while still sounding like American muscle. Why 5th place? Because while the 2018 GT is undeniably fast, refined, and technologically superior, it's almost too civilized. It's the Mustang for the modern era, comfortable, efficient, and scary quick, but it lacks the raw, untamed character that made the older generations truly legendary. It's an incredible machine, just not quite mythical yet. Quick fact, the 2018 Mustang GT can hit 250 km/h top speed and still manages 8.9 km/L on the highway. That's muscle car performance with a conscience. 4th place, 1988, Mustang GT 5.0, Fox Body, the underdog hero. At number 4, we're throwing it back to the 80s with the 1988 Fox Body Mustang GT 5.0, and if you think this angular icon doesn't deserve respect, you clearly haven't been paying attention to the market lately. This is the Mustang that saved the nameplate. While the 70s Mustang II nearly killed the E brand, the Fox Body brought back performance with attitude. The 1988 GT packed a fuel-injected 5.0-liter V8, pumping out 225 horsepower and 300 pound-feet of torque. Not massive by today's standards, but in the lightweight Fox chassis, it was a street terror. Here's what makes the Fox Body special. It was everywhere. It dominated drag strips, appeared in movies like Back to the Future 2, and even inspired Vanilla Ice to write a song about his 5.0. These cars were affordable, modifiable, and ridiculously fun. Want more power? Bolt on a supercharger. Want to go racing? Strip it down and go. The Fox Body was blue-collar performance at its finest. The louvered taillights, the aggressive air dam with round fog lights, the boxy yet purposeful shape, it screamed 80s muscle without apology. And unlike the smoother, more refined Mustangs that came before and after, the Fox Body had an edge, a rawness that made every drive feel like an event. Why 4th? Because while it's having a huge collectible moment right now and represents incredible value for the performance, it was always more about being accessible muscle than ultimate performance. It's the everyman's Mustang, and that's exactly why we love it. Quick fact, the Fox Body had the longest production run of any Mustang generation, spanning from 1979 to 1993, making it arguably the most successful Mustang platform ever. 3rd place, 1969, Boss 302, the Trans Am Warrior. Welcome to the podium, and sitting at number 3 is the car you've been waiting for, the 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302, a street-legal race car built for one purpose: to destroy Chevrolet's Camaro Z28 on the Trans Am circuit. This wasn't just another performance Mustang. Ford needed to homologate this beast for racing, which meant building enough street versions for the public to buy. The result? One of the most focused, aggressive, and driver-oriented Mustangs ever created. Under the hood sat a 302 cubic inch V8 that Ford conservatively rated at 290 horsepower at 5,800 RPM, though anyone who drove one knew it made considerably more. How did they achieve nearly 1 horsepower per cubic inch in 1969? By taking the Windsor small block and adding wedge chamber cylinder heads from the Cleveland 351 forged steel internals, a high-rise aluminum intake manifold, and a Holley 780 CFM 4-barrel carburetor. The Boss 302 screamed like a banshee. It loved to rev, demanded to be driven hard, and rewarded skilled drivers with phenomenal handling thanks to its competition suspension setup. With 4-bolt main bearing caps, a choice of rear-end ratios including a drag strip-ready 4.30:1, and massive F6015 polyglass tires. Putting over 8 inches of rubber on the ground, this was a purpose-built weapon. Visually, it was stunning yet understated. Minimalist Boss 302 badging, a functional hood scoop, and aggressive stance told you everything you needed to know. This car meant business. And on the track, it did exactly what Ford intended, battling Camaros wheel-to-wheel in legendary Trans Am races. Why third and not higher? Because while the Boss 302 is absolutely legendary among enthusiasts and represents peak first-generation engineering, it was produced for only 2 years, 1969 and 1970, making it less culturally iconic than the cars ahead of it. But make no mistake, this is a proper legend. Quick fact, the Boss 302 weighed 3,530 pounds and could hit 60 miles per hour in the mid-6-second range, making it one of the quickest handling Mustangs of the muscle car era. Second place, 1970, Mustang Mach 1428 Cobra Jet, the muscle peak. At number 2, we're hitting the absolute peak of first-generation Mustang performance. The 1970 Mustang Mach 1 with the legendary 428 Cobra Jet engine. If the Boss 302 was a scalpel, the Mach 1 428 Cobra Jet was a sledgehammer wrapped in fiberglass and chrome. This was the muscle car era at its most excessive, most powerful, and most glorious. The Mach 1 was already a stunning car. That iconic shaker hood scoop rising from the hood, the sleek fastback roofline, the 3-piece spoiler, and those unmistakable Mach 1 stripes made it instantly recognizable. But when you checked the option box for the 428 Cobra Jet, you weren't just buying a car, you were buying a straight-line missile. Ford's 428 Cobra Jet was a big block monster rated at 335 horsepower, but everyone in the know understood those were insurance-friendly numbers. In reality, these engines made considerably more power and delivered tire-shredding torque that could light up the rear wheels in multiple gears. The Super Cobra Jet variant with the drag pack option, even more insane, only 1,371 were built with the 4-speed manual in 1970. What sets the 1970 Mach 1 apart is that it represented the last great year of the original muscle car era, before emissions regulations and the oil crisis changed everything. It was also more refined than earlier Mustangs, featuring improved interior comfort and build quality, while maintaining that raw muscle car character. Why second place? Because while it's absolutely legendary and represents the pinnacle of American muscle, there's one Mustang that transcends performance specifications and enters the realm of automotive mythology. Quick fact, the 1970 Mach 1 428 Super Cobra Jet with the 4.30 Detroit Locker rear axle, only 8 were built in medium blue, making them among the rarest Mustangs ever produced. First place, 1967, Shelby GT 500, the undisputed legend. And here we are, number 1, the car that defines Mustang royalty. The 1967 Shelby GT 500 isn't just a Mustang, it's an American icon that transcends the automotive world. When Carroll Shelby got his hands on the Mustang platform, he didn't just modify it. He transformed it into something extraordinary. The GT 500 debuted with Ford's massive 428 cubic inch Police Interceptor V8, officially rated at 355 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. But as with all Shelby ratings, these were conservative. Real-world power was significantly higher. The performance was staggering for 1967, 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.5 seconds, quarter-mile times in the mid-15s, and a top speed of 132 miles per hour. These were supercar numbers in an era when most performance cars struggled to break 8 seconds to 60 miles per hour. But the GT 500's legend isn't built on specs alone. It's the aggressive styling, the fiberglass nose with driving lights, the Shelby-specific hood with functional scoops, the distinctive side stripes, and those iconic 10-spoke wheels. It's the racing pedigree. Shelby was a Le Mans winning constructor, and every GT 500 carried that DNA. And then there's the Super Snake, a one-off 1967 GT500 upgraded with a 427 FE GT40 racing engine producing 650 horsepower. While only one was built, it proved what the GT500 platform could truly achieve and cemented the car's mythical status. The 1967 Shelby GT500 represents everything a Mustang should be: beautiful, powerful, exclusive, and wrapped in racing history. It's the most sought-after classic Mustang, commanding premium prices at auctions and turning heads wherever it appears. This is the Mustang that legends are made of. Quick fact: original 1967 Shelby GT 500 models now sell for six figures, with pristine examples and special editions, like the Super Snake, reaching into the millions. So there you have it. From the refined modern muscle of the 2018 GT to the absolute legend that is the 1967 Shelby GT 500, we've covered 5 generations that define American automotive greatness. The 2018 brought technology and everyday usability. The Fox body brought accessible performance to the masses. The Boss 302 brought Trans Am glory to the streets. The Mach 1 428 Cobra Jet represented muscle at its most powerful. And the Shelby GT 500 became the ultimate Mustang legend. Now it's your turn. Which generation do you think is the most legendary? Drop your answer in the comments below and let's start a friendly debate. And don't forget to check out the video appearing on your screen right now for more incredible automotive history. Thanks for riding along with us. We'll see you in the next one.